Good afternoon. My name is Paul Terrell. What talents, skills, and abilities do I possess that I believe will make me an effective administrator? One of the most important skills that I have is that I believe I'm a very good listener. I think it's important for an administrator to be willing to work with the staff and listen to what they believe and what they think. In my opinion, working and being able to listen to my staff will be able to make us work together, help us achieve our goals, and will help us move in the right direction that we want to as a school. I also believe that I work very well with others. This goes right along with being a good listener. I understand the importance of delegating responsibilities, giving all those involved an important role in what's going on and what we're working towards, so that way we all know that we're working towards the same goal and achieving that goal together. How do I see myself as a dispositional fit for a school administrator? I believe one of the biggest parts of my personality that will help me whenever I'm an administrator is that I'm open to change. I feel like change can be a very scary thing and something that's very difficult. There's always a lot of pushback, I feel like, that I've noticed through my time as a teacher when the word change is brought up and new strategies are brought in. But I understand the importance of change. I understand how, in order to give our students the education they deserve, that we must be willing to change. And you can't change on your own. It's something that's a group effort at a school. And as an administrator, I feel like one of my biggest responsibilities would be getting my teachers to buy into that idea. Buy into the idea that doing things the way that we've always done isn't good enough, or doing things the way we've done for 15 to 20 years is fine to continue. If we really want our school to succeed and to grow, and for our students to get the education that they deserve, we all must be willing to change. I also feel that a character trait of myself that will help me when I'm an administrator is that I feel like I'm very driven, and also that I handle adversity fairly well. I feel like there are days when we come to work, things go smoothly, and those are great, but there are also days when we come in and everything seems to go wrong. That doesn't mean that we don't have the responsibility to teach our kids. That doesn't mean that we can just sit down and count that day as a wash. We must be able to work through it together as a group and continue to give our students the education that they deserve. Question 3 is what is my vision for a 21st century learner? One of the biggest and most important things into being a 21st century learning community in a school has to be technology. With all the changes that we've seen and as quickly as things are going, technology has got to be in the classroom. I feel that as an administrator that it's my job to make sure that I'm preparing my students, our students, my school students, for the world that they're going to be when they grow up. As time goes on, as they get closer and closer to graduation, we need to make sure that they're prepared for that. And I believe that doing that in school entails one-to-one technology. I understand that may not be financially capable right now for all schools, but it's something I believe is very important. Students need to have their computers in their hands. They need to have these devices that they're going to work with every day once they get to high school and once they get to college and in the real world. And I believe that starts right now, whether it's elementary, middle, high school. 21st century learning needs to be a push in all schools, and technology is at the forefront of that. 4, discuss the role of educational administrator as a school system manager and instructional leader. As a school principal, I know I'm not in the classroom every day teaching the students like I am now, but I feel like it's my job as an administrator to make sure that I'm going out and that I'm seeking the best new strategies, the most effective strategies, and I'm also helping my teachers implement them. It's important for an administrator to know that giving their staff all the best strategies in the world isn't enough. We need to make sure that we're taking the time to help our teachers implement those strategies so that they're experiencing the success that we hope, and most importantly, that their students are understanding and comprehending the material that they're being given. Also, I feel like as a manager, I feel like that can be a very difficult situation. I feel like managing teachers is more working with rather than just managing. As an administrator, I would hope that my teachers feel the freedom to teach to the best of their abilities, whichever they feel comfortable, but at the same time working with me and working with the changes that we have put into the school so that we can all achieve the vision that we have for our school. So as a manager, I see myself more as someone as working with my teachers than managing them and telling them what has to be done. Finally, in my planned program, what would be a critical need that I would need in order to prepare myself to become a successful administrator? For me, I would say the biggest thing I'd like to see is kind of what are the day-to-day actions, the day-to-day responsibilities of an administrator? What differentiates, what separates the effective administrator from the ineffective administrator, and how can I make sure that I'm the effective type? Overall, I feel like this is going to be an exciting experience for me, and I'm looking forward to learning and moving towards my goal and dream of one day being an administrator. I thank you for taking the time to view this video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you.